Hello everyone, welcome back to another video, and today I've got another very interesting video coming up on the potential for a very cold spell, possibly even getting to a beast from the east threshold. Though there is still some uncertainty, but the details do seem to be firming up about how cold it will be and where the most snow will be as well. And I just said there is the risk for snow, especially in eastern places. But before I do get into the proper video, I just want to say thank you so much to everyone on my channel who's really been supporting me and this channel over the last few days. We got to over 100 subscribers this morning or today. That's doubled our subscribers like the last 2 days or so. And also, we just got a video to 2.5 thousand views. That's crazy. So thank you so much, everyone. And now let's get into the video. So today, the first chart is from the GFS, and it's showing the temperature at about 1.5 kilometers, and as well as the sea level pressure. The first thing you notice is you have this low here, and also the isobars, which are these white lines, are very tightly packed together. And when they're tightly packed together, that means the wind is stronger. And what we can tell from this is we have a very strong northeast or easterly wind. And that's dragging in lots of cold air from parts of Scandinavia and Russia. And so that's what's going to be causing the cold weather. And you notice that where we have these dark blue and purple colours is showing the very cold temperatures between -5 and -15 degrees on the map. And the main uncertainty over the last few days was where this low would be, this low that I'm just circling now. People didn't know if it would be further north or further south, and that was really the main uncertainty. And you can see that around the low we have this milder air, those light blue colours. And the uncertainty was because we didn't know where the low would be, we didn't know where the mild air would be, and that was causing a few issues in the forecast. But now the main models have now kind of come into agreement, and if I show you that now, here we go, sorry, let me just get rid of that. This is valid for Sunday, it's about 12 o'clock, and you can see we have the low forecast to be over here. So we've got agreement on that with a nice northeasterly wind like this. Then this is the ECMWF model, and you can see we have the low forecast to be in a relatively similar place here, kind of northeast of France, Belgium, that kind of area, with a nice easterly or northeasterly wind like so. Then this is the Met Office model, and you can see we have it forecast to be in the same place here, kind of northeast France, Belgium as well, with a nice northeasterly and easterly wind. And also this last one, which is a touch further north, but relatively the same place, like this, with a nice easterly, northeasterly wind as well. And also notice that to the north of the UK, into near Greenland, that kind of area, how strong the high pressure is forecast to be. Look at that, 1,060 millibars. That's absolutely crazy. And that very high pressure is what's going to be sending the jet stream to the south and allowing for the cold air to move into the UK. But now let's get into more of the details. This is the surface pressure chart let's just get rid of this here. This is the surface pressure chart for the UK. This is valid for, I'm pretty sure, Sunday, and it's from the Met Office. And you notice the low is forecast to be around this area, and we get these fronts and also these black lines. And you might be wondering, what do these thick lines mean? And those are convergence zones, and they're areas where the winds meet together and kind of push together. And in this kind of environment, what those are basically showing are lines of heavy, possibly intense and organized snow showers. And that's basically telling you that all along this east coast, we're likely to see a risk of snow showers, especially through Sunday and into Monday as well. So there is still a touch of uncertainty about that. But what's going to happen is, as this very cold air, which I'm showing here, moves over the relatively warm North Sea, that creates a large difference in temperature. And that difference in temperature causes instability, which then causes shower clouds to form, and the friction of the shower clouds moving onto the land, it basically means that eastern areas get pretty big dumpings of snow and these kinds of setup. And it doesn't look like it's going to be any different to usual this time, and it does look like eastern areas, especially parts of Scotland and northern England, could see a lot of snow. So if I look at some of the weather models on this is the UKV weather model, and you notice so this is like the Met Office high resolution model. You notice we have this low here, that sinks southwards over time like this. But first of all, what happens is it kind of moves a little bit northwards and brings lots and lots of snow, a huge dumping of snow to parts of northeastern Scotland. And we actually, I think there's an amber Met Office warning, which I'll go over in a bit. But if you just notice, so that low usually tracks the north a little bit, but then starts to move south. But before that happens, what happens is we get these weather fronts moving into parts of Scotland and bringing an absolutely massive dumping, as you can see here. Very heavy, persistent snow. Let me just change. Sorry. Very heavy and persistent snow in many areas, and then the low starts to move south. And as you can see here, there's that low moving. There's that low moving south like this, and then we get the colder air coming in like this. And then what happens is as that colder air starts to move in, we get snow showers. And I mean, by the end of by the Sunday morning, I mean, just really look at this. We have that low right here, and I mean, just that pretty much continuous snow showers in parts of eastern England, getting quite far inland as well on that strong easterly wind, and also into parts of Scotland. And then those do organise as well further north. And I mean, if by the end of it, there's just snow showers everywhere, so it does look like some areas could get quite a dumping. This is from another weather model, and basically showing the same thing. And you can see here lots of snow over parts of Scotland. I'll go over that in just a bit. And then that low sinks south, and we get in the very, very cold air from the north, and basically lots and lots of snow. And these are the temperatures at 1.5 kilometers again, and just look how cold those are. More than -10 degrees, -12 even, and the -15 mark isn't too far off. So probably getting into beasts from the east standards, not that far away. So, and if you also notice here, lots and lots of snow showers in eastern areas as we move through the forecast period. And something interesting is notice here on this particular run, we have this thick, heavy band of snow showers like this. And that is what we call a streamer. That's when the showers get particularly heavy and organised, and those can bring locally very large amounts of snow. If we look at the UK weather warnings, this is for today. We can see we've got lots and lots of warnings in force. Snow, rain, snow. I'm just going to move through these relatively quickly. And I'm just going to focus now onto this. And you can see we have this amber snow warning for Friday through Saturday. You can see like this until 6 p.m. Saturday. And notice here that 10 to 15 centimeters is possible at lower levels, and also that's quite widely those numbers expected, with 20 to 30 centimeters, so possibly up to a foot of snow above 150 meters, and possibly even 50 centimeters in places by Saturday evening. But also the strong winds will lead to some drifting snow and possibly some ice on some places. But do have to note that eastern locations, like eastern coastal areas, aren't likely to see as much settling snow as other places. And it's pretty high on the warning impact matrix. And you can see here it's the highest end and kind of a low likelihood. So it does have the potential to possibly get upgraded to this as well. So that goes until Sunday. But then what happens is so that goes until Saturday. Then by Sunday we get two new warnings into force. We get this one, which is more for snow showers, and if you read this, you can see here 20 to 30 centimeters above 200 meters, with 5 to 10 centimeters to lower levels as well. But then this warning comes into forecast for eastern areas of England, and you can see we have these showers moving into England from the North Sea, and we're likely to see icy structures, snow accumulations in places. There is still uncertainty about how much we could see from this snow spell, but it does look like we could see possibly a lot in places that will be quite localized. Now, one thing I want to talk about is where this weather setup is trending. Now, this is the look at the ensembles, the probability of temperatures being less than 10 degrees at 1.5 kilometers. And you can see here, this was the run from this morning. Let me just get this one. This was the run from this morning, and you can see we have those the blue colors showing around a 40 to 50% chance kind of across northern portions of the UK, with that low a bit further north. But if you go to the next ensemble update, see how they become a lot further south, and that means that the Even though the coldest temperatures do look to be likely over Scotland, those kinds of areas, it does show us that the coldest temperatures do seem to also be trending south. So southern areas may be a little bit more into play with the coldest weather. Now, timing wise of this cold spell is fairly uncertain about the extent of it, but it's likely to start around Saturday in northern areas, Sunday in more southern areas, and last until likely at least Wednesday and possibly further, though there is more uncertainty on that. Thank you very much for watching, everyone, and have a nice evening.